I am here to respond to some queries concerning the recent president pronunciation and announcement in a public gathering, the intention of Kenya Kwanza government to vaccinate some 22 million animals, that is cattle, including sheep, goats, camels, and other domestic animals. The program is going to be rolled out in the whole of the country, touching on the pastoralists and dairy farmers and dairy goat farmers in Kenya. I wish to state that from the onset, this is not our idea. This is a foreign idea being pushed to us with some clear intentions and deliverables. Listening to the president, it is clear that the intention is a climate change move that is supposed to help us stop releasing or reduce the release of methane into the air. The plan, which has a full support of the International Research Institution, wants to introduce a gene-modifying drugs into Kenya animals, livestock animals, in order for them to stop emitting methane into the air. This is absurd. We have had these animals for centuries. We have valued these animals as part of our heritage. We have used these animals as part of our livelihood. It is important for the president of Kenya, before pronouncing such kind of plans, to engage the people of Kenya very heavily, because they are the real stakeholders. It is not okay for the president to go into an international meeting and agree to vaccinate our animals without our consent. This statement has created a lot of tension. Farmers are worried. I want to put it very clear, as a farmer's representative and as a farmer myself, those behind this plan claim that the animal's natural release of intestinal gas into the atmosphere as a means of release from normal feeding and flatulence process is a hazardous process to the environment. This is not something to be taken lightly. As a result, our animals are expected to receive injections that prevent them from releasing the digestive gas into the environment indefinitely. That is to mean, if the drug is injected today, it is irreversible. We cannot reverse back. Indeed, I take note with the alarm that these vaccinations that were developed overseas have not been adopted there where they are being produced. They have been rejected. And the owners of this vaccine are now trying to get entry into Kenya so that they can have a market for their products and work towards stopping us from producing our own foods and make sure that we are dependent on their foods. This is a globalist idea, an idea that comes with a lot of negative impact. As a representative of a constituency where my voters are animal farmers, I reject this experimental program in totality. Let everybody know that we will resist them till the very end. I ask my fellow Kenyans and my fellow members of parliament to join in opposing the proposed vaccinations, which clearly hurt our animals, hurt our cultural heritage, endanger our people genetically, our animal genetically, interfere with the productivity and reproductivity of these animals, and in totality has some cost implications. Now that the president wants to vaccinate 22 million cows, animals, does he have the budget? Are the farmers going to pay for this vaccination? And if as a country we are going to spend money towards the vaccination, has he come to parliament for budgeting? Where will this money come from? And before these animals are vaccinated, how did he come up with 22 million? Has he counted every goat, every sheep, every camel, every donkey, every cow? both meat and dairy, so that he can talk of 22 million? Could this program of vaccinating animals a way of a globalist getting to our households to calculate and take data of our animals so that they can use them for their own games? Could this be an experiment? If it is an experiment, even if it was not an experiment, I, as a representative of the people and as a dairy farmer, I am opposed to this. Join me as we reject this globalist idea. Asante.